It's now the end of the 1 p.m. turn, and there were some big developments in the centre here around La Haie Sainte. So d'Erlon's corps was moving straight down here. They were facing the Dutch Belgians. They were about to move straight into here, charging the line. At the last minute, they quickly swung towards La Haie Sainte, and two of d'Erlon's divisions crashed into those Allied defences around there, causing some heavy casualties and pushing some of those Allied units back away from the buildings. They've moved into the orchard on the right there, and there are more French units coming up. The Brunswickers have moved up to the line. It's a bit of a mess of Allied units here, so they're just getting ready to counter, weaving their way through the gaps, such as through here, and the cavalry just behind the lines there, ready to respond again. Picton's in the area. Wellington has moved into the area. So the Allies are here, they're ready, but the French are hitting them pretty hard with those assaults. Over Lebeau's corps is beginning to move up in the centre. Over to the right at Hougoumont, the French had pulled back their flanks. They were suffering too much from the fire from these British guards. But, and you can see those disordered units there in Jerome's division. But at the same time, whilst pulling back away from the fire, they're launching a series of assaults in the middle there. You can see they had an early activation, which let them move into the gardens of Hougoumont. And you can see there a strong assault on the British Guards caused some heavy casualties and disordered those guards, but they're still defending that area. So it was a good turn for the French around here, apart from the one rout from the sappers. But they were hitting the British pretty hard. And after an hour and a half of being battered by those British guards, they inflicted some heavy casualties this turn. Further to the right, and we should also say there's a lot of artillery guns being set up throughout the line. And they're starting to inflict some heavy casualties. So Lebeau's leading units here, they suffered from some long-range artillery fire and some casualties being caused here, whereas the Allies wanted to set their guns up on this ground here. It's the French who have seized the initiative, and those guns are beginning to fire into those, I think they're Hanoverian defenders on the left of that line, and the Dutch Belgians on the right. Now, as I said, Picton has moved over to the left, but we've lost Cole. Cole commands the 6th Infantry Division of this reserve corps, but I can't find him. He's there somewhere. I'm thinking he'll be with the 10th British Brigade. He should be, I think, in this area, but he's gone missing. It was one of the command issues that Picton will face. There's so many commanders here. This is Somerset in the middle, Wellington, Picton, the Brunswickers. We'll keep looking for him. He's there somewhere. So that's the situation at the end of the 1 o'clock turn. The French hitting La Haie Sainte in a surprise, sort of sudden left swing towards the structure, hitting Hougoumont again with a series of assaults. And again, the Allies not really doing a lot. They're bracing themselves. They've got sort of defence in depth, I guess, sending some of those divisions behind the line ready to respond. They are very much struggling with their light cavalry activation. A lot of the Allied light cavalry commanders have very low melee bonus, which means it's very difficult for them to activate, whereas it's much easier for the French to activate their light cavalry commanders, and they are moving quite freely. Another important development of this turn, as we shift over to the east, is the arrival of von Schwerin and his 6th Hussar Regiment. It's the first advanced elements of those Prussian reinforcements arriving. And the French are responding by sending, who is this? Subervie, his light cavalry and some guns over to the east. And as I said, the guards are beginning to move up as well. So it's still very much hanging in the balance. Not sure how things will go. The Allied defence is very tough, and the French are taking a long time to grind them down. We'll see how this goes.